Hello and welcome back to the Fantasy Playmakers. Another day into the offseason and another top running back is off the board. So Rashaad Penny is going to be re-signing with the Seattle Seahawks. A one-year deal, I think it's just under $6 million. And then with incentives, he has the opportunity to earn up to like 6.5 or 6.25, something like that. Interesting re-signing here for the Seahawks because Rashaad Penny was a guy they selected in the first round, had high hopes for him, really had not lived up to those expectations, struggled to stay on the field. First season, 14 games, rushed for 419 yards, couldn't really take over as the starter. 2019, only played in 10 games. And then in 2020, he only appeared in 3 games. Then in 2021, it kind of looked like the same story. He played in week 1, got hurt, and then got hurt again, towards the middle of the season. But in 2021, Chris Carson went down, barely played throughout the season, and that opened up an opportunity for Rashaad Penny to come in and operate as the workhorse. And when Rashaad Penny started getting those workhorse touches in week 14, the man was just absolutely on fire. So from week 14 to week 18, he was dominant. Week 14, 137 yards on the ground. Week 15, only 39. But then week 16, 135, then 170, then 190. I mean, those are some insane fantasy games. He had that 1 week of 6.4 points, and then every other week in PPR was 19.5 points or more. Definitely a lot of that is due to him getting into the end zone. In that stretch, he scored 6 touchdowns. Can't really count on that all the time. And I kind of feel like Rashaad Penny's value is going to get pushed up a little bit too high just because I think people may latch on to his end of the season performances. He's someone who may have just straight up won you your league with his dominant games in week 16 and week 17, but I don't think there's any guarantee that he's going to come back in 2022 and be the clear-cut workhorse. Chris Carson is still under contract. We don't really know what's going on with his injury. He had some kind of neck thing that basically cost him the entire season. That's definitely serious, and there's no guarantee that that's going to be 100% solved or that he's even going to be on the roster heading into 2022. But I feel like this is really like the only flash we've seen out of Rashaad Penny in his 4 seasons in the NFL. So I'm not going to be willing to spend a huge price on him, especially just looking at the Seahawks offense as a whole. They're definitely going to take a major step back, losing Russell Wilson. And then just looking at his work as the workhorse, he was getting a solid number of carries, 16, 11, 17, 25, 23, but the receiving work was just non-existent. The most targets he had in any of those games was 3. So really, if you're trying to, draft Rashaad Penny, you're banking on him becoming a workhorse and really producing just entirely on the ground. So I could definitely be in on him if he has, a cheaper price. But right now, we just kind of have to wait and see where that value is going to settle. But if, he can reclaim that role from last year, he could definitely be a very productive fantasy asset. That is going to wrap it up for this one. Let me know what you guys think about Rashaad Penny's value down below in the comment section. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one.